Hello, everyone. I'm Jean-Claude at BeyondMystic, and welcome to this quick, maybe not so quick, channel update. We have a lot of things to talk about here today. We are, of course, November 14 at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Give me a 5x5 if you guys can hear me okay. And I'll wait a second or two here for more people to come into the chat. Let me just close this other window here. This is good. And this is good. Okay. Do I see a 5x5? Yeah, there you go. Radiant one. First one. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Christina, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Hello, JC, AD. Hello. Who's in the house? Jenny, Alicia. Hey, Jenny. How's it going? JC, we're missing Gio Janine. Yes, that's part of my update tonight. Radiant one. Get there in a second here. Actually, why don't we start with that? Yeah. So, as you know, last week we had a little bit of schedule change in the way that because of the election, we didn't record the pay-per-view episodes, and we chose instead to do all of that live and free, accessible to everyone, seeing as it was election week and we thought it was important for everybody to access that information. So we didn't record any Janine Tarot by Janine pay-per-views last week, and we instead decided to put all of that on Rumble for you guys. And so if you're looking for us on Rumble, you're looking for Jean-Claude at Beyond Mystic is the name of the channel here. So if I click on that, you'll see what it looks like here if you do a search on the Rumble platform. So that's one thing. Now, Janine is also, as is indicated there, dealing with the death of her brother. So right now, I'm still unclear as to what the schedule is going to be looking like this week. Now, I did send an email. We did go back and forth a little bit here this weekend, and I'm trying to give her as much time as she needs. One, to come back to her home, and also to deal with the aftermath of all that, and then look at the schedule together. So first and foremost, I've been here for a long time, and in terms of the schedule on pay-per-view, I always deliver. I always deliver, and often over-deliver. But sometimes we are late. There are things that happen, whether that's PayPal canceling people, whether that's Patreon canceling us, whatever. But I always eventually fulfill and get back on the horse, so to speak, and get on top of the production schedule. So for this week, I still don't have answers for you other than to say I'm working on getting that schedule back in shape for you guys, but I'm going to need a few more days here to see where Janine is at, what her energy looks like, at least for the Janine shows. Now, there is another show coming up on pay-per-view with Jim Willie. Let me see if I can bring this up. So this is the pay-per-view page right now. I wanted to mention this also because I wasn't able to put up the pay-per-views with Janine last week. I did put up all of these new episodes of Decoding Kubrick. And I say new episodes because we were able to reconstitute them. They were originally deleted from the first YouTube channel. And I was able to painstakingly put that back together and drop them all in here for you guys. So if you're not Insider Access Pass members, you can also access this through individual episodes through pay-per-view. So that's up there for now. At least to give you some content here on the Insider Access Pass as we continue, or as we try here to get back on schedule. I did speak to Jim Willie during the election show on the Rumble election night the other night, and he agreed to come back to do another specific show probably this week here. I just need a time slot to put him in, but we are going to be talking about the economy, what's happening right now with the FTX exchange, how that's creating perhaps a cascading effect that is not yet totally reported by mainstream news. So we're going to be looking at that together, and that how also that will translate into gold and silver. So that's going to be on pay-per-view here in the next little while. So hopefully that will quench your hunger for all of this content here. Okay, so I see a lot of great comments here for Janine. I really appreciate it. Hi, Nina. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I said this the other day on the show that you see on the screen now, the Wacky Woo. collectively and individually, we're all having to deal with people in our lives who perhaps made poor decisions over the last 2 years. You guys will know what I'm talking about. And as a result of that, there's health issues, there's people passing away and all that stuff. So myself included, Julie, who's been on the show, as you know, also Janine, as you know, also, we're all individually and collectively dealing with that also. And it appears so far that that trend is going to continue for a while. So again, I want to say a big thank you to all of you guys supporting us and understanding that perhaps the prediction schedule for all of us is going to be um, perturbed by all of these events as we're dealing with these like on a very personal level here moving forward. And so again, just big thank you for you guys for your understanding. And what I'm going to do, and this is why I'm doing the show here today, um, as it continues and as we deal, of course, like the show is not just me, Jean-Claude. I have a lot of guests, a lot of contributors, and when they have personal issues, it affects my schedule as well, right? So what I'm going to try to do is maybe do more of these channel updates just to kind of keep you in the loop. I had a few emails from you guys asking, hey JC, do we have a pay-per-view tonight? Is it on Rumble? Like, people are a little bit lost with the schedule. And because some of that was last minute from my guests also, it was hard for me to readjust last minute. And so I wasn't as good as I could have been putting these updates on Telegram and on Twitter. And so I'm going to try to do a little bit better moving forward with all of that and keep you guys posted. And at the very least, maybe just come on here and do a weekly, maybe one of these here to kind of address some of these comments. So that's it for the schedule for now. I'm expecting to talk to Janine maybe later tonight. I'll see where her energy levels are at. And then from there, I might do like a little video, like a little poster, I mean, that I'm going to put on Twitter to say, here's what I'm expecting to do for the rest of the week. And I'm also going to put that up on the Insider Access Pass and also on the Discord channel and Telegram. So hopefully that'll give you a little bit of a heads up here as to how the week is going to go. Now, as you know, tomorrow, Mr. T is supposed to have a big announcement. And right after that, Bush and Obama are supposed to have big announcements. Okay, I'm looking in the camera. What the F is going on? And of course, that second announcement is supposed to be all about misinformation. Presumably, they're going to call the previous announcement misinformation. I don't know. There's a lot of speculation as to what that could be tomorrow. So I might be coming on here doing a special show for that. I might put it on Rumble. And here's the okay. The reason this is complicated also, as you know, we've had warnings here on the YouTube channel, and we have to be very careful moving forward. We want to keep the channel as best as we can because I'm the only guy standing here, left standing. Janine's lost both of her channels too, and me being out here enables me to support and promote all of her guests, whether that's Janine, Elena, um, uh, Sophie, Julie, Carla at Ascension Organized, all the people, Jay Weiner, all the people that come on my show. Like, I have a big audience here, and I don't want to lose it because we're trying to support this community and build it in such a way that we're stronger together. So I really want to try to stay out here as long as possible. But there is there are some new rules to that, as you know, and I'm trying to navigate that. And the rules seems to be changing every day. So long story short, I'm also putting stuff on Rumble now that you will not see on YouTube. So if you're not a member, I haven't. It's free, but if you haven't subscribed already, there's 26,000 people so far here on my Rumble, and there's 83,000 here on YouTube. I'm really hoping you guys can port over to Rumble and be there and at least find the channel or at least bookmark it. Because the future here on YouTube is unknown because of all of these changes that are happening now. So let me bring that link to the Rumble channel here in the live chat. And if you guys want to just follow me over there and subscribe, at least I know that the community is going to be porting over here and that we have a backup basically here because things are moving really fast. And I find that as these bigger announcements are coming up, bigger announcements regarding this on the screen. We don't know how quickly or how deeply more purge events can happen here in social media land. So I want to make sure that I can be out here and reach as many people as I can. So again, give that Rumble link a try there, and hopefully we can all stay connected there as things heat up here in this weird world of ours. Gypsy Mama, thank you so much. Appreciate that. And thank you, everybody. I'll come back to the live chat here in a moment. I just want to go through some of my notes. So I think that's it for the schedule for now. And again, just big thank you for you guys understanding what's going on. I try to respond to emails. Actually, let's get into that here. The tech support queue. Um, so right now, we offer tech support services, of course, for Beyond Mystic. So anybody who is on the Insider Access Pass or on pay-per-view, there's a contact form there specifically for that. And we really thank everybody when they fill out the form and give us as much of the information they can, as opposed to sending me an email, Jean-Claude, I have a problem. Please cancel or please do this. And I don't have any background information on how to achieve that. So it really helps me out, guys, if you don't send an email to me directly, but if you just send it to the contact form here on the Beyond Mystic website, that really helps me out. Respond faster to everyone and to resolve the problems faster for everyone when I have all of the pertinent information. Same goes for the Academy. If you're having an issue, if you bought an episode, for some reason you're having a password issue, please fill out the form on the Beyond Mystic Academy there too, with as much information as you can here to help us solve the issue at hand. And same thing also for Tarot by Janine. Now you're gonna say, why are you saying Tarot by Janine, JC? Well, Janine asked me to do the tech support for her website. She really wanted to concentrate as much as her energy as possible in creating content for you guys, like the videos, the spreads, the daily chats, all of the stuff that she's doing, but also she wants to spend as much time as possible in the community chat on Tarot by Janine, responding to you guys, putting out surveys, asking you guys what you want to hear about on the channel. And so that, of course, would preclude her from doing tech support, and tech support is not necessarily up her alley. So we do handle that as well. So you're going to notice emails if you're filling out these tech support emails. Not necessarily for me. Most of the time here, it's going to be from Elena, who you know, and Maison Jupiter. She's the crystal whisperer and the meditation coach and yoga coach. She's doing our tech support emails here for Tarot by Janine and also for the Academy. So when you see Elena responding to you, you'll know who that is. So again, a big thank you, guys. Please fill out all of the information. Don't send me personal emails, but go through the actual forums on each of these websites. It'll really help us respond to you even faster. That being said, also, I recognize that in the last couple of weeks, specifically because of PayPal, it's created a backlog in all of our queues. Now, people wanting to change from one payment service to another payment service, whether that's on Tarot by Janine, on Beyond Mystic, or on the Academy, and it did create one hell of a backlog for us. Now, in some cases, some of you have sent an email to Tarot by Janine wanting to change your payment schedule and waited a day and did not get an answer, and then sent Janine a personal email and then Jean-Claude a personal email to try to fix that same problem. Please don't do that. It's getting really hard for us, and it's really jamming up the queue. I understand sometimes it might be a day or two or even 3, especially in those big days, the early days of PayPal when they made those changes. It really threw us for a loop here. So please just be patient with us and the tech support queues. We always answer all the emails. We'll eventually get to them, but there are some periods of times where it just all happens at once, and we're just human, and we're doing the best that we can. So yeah, everybody take a deep breath. Radiant One, I appreciate that. So yeah. Please, no duplicate emails, one, and please don't go across other channels also to say, hey, I didn't hear on TBJ, Jean-Claude, can you ask me to? Because I start getting into something, not knowing that Elena's already responded or in the process. So it's duplicating the work here, and we're trying to do our best to make that all work for you guys. So yeah, so tech support, you'll see that for the Academy and for Tarot by Janine, it's Elena most of the times now responding to those emails for you guys, and she's doing an amazing job staying on top of that. So a big thank you to Elena. I really appreciate your work. No duplicates, yes, and no emails to Janine personally or to myself personally when you have tech support issues. Again, we're bombarded with so many emails. If you do that, it's going to take even longer. It really helps us out if you use the tech support forms. Okay, so that's it for tech support. Now, imposter. Okay. Oh my God, guys! As you saw this exchange, the FTX, go down last week, it's just indicative of how absolutely crazy everything is right now. And everybody wants your money, right? There's scams all over the place. And I made a couple of videos in the last year here on YouTube where people are impersonating Janine, they're impersonating Joe, Jason Ford, impersonating me, trying to get you to get into these crypto pool kind of investment. And they're scams, they're Ponzi schemes. That's the only way I can describe them. And so I keep making these videos. If you see me asking you for money or to send money to a crypto pool exchange or whatever, clearly it's not me. I don't communicate it that way in the chat. I don't use WhatsApp. You're going to see that a lot of the times in the YouTube videos. So just don't. Just know that it's not me. It's not Joe and it's not Janine. That's not what we're doing here. We never do that. And so I want to give you another example of the latest scam that I'm trying to get on top of, but I just can't. It's like playing whack-a-mole. I delete them, I report them, I ban them, and still it comes back up. But take a look at this Facebook post. This was just the other night where I posted the Wacky Woo show with Jason Four and Woo Woo Dude. And within seconds of that show being up, I had this guy here. Look at that. Jean-Claude. That looks like me. Beyond Mystic. And we're awarding 44 BTC and 300 ETS bonus to the community, blah, blah, blah. Please send your deposit here. And within seconds, there's people responding, like Ken Gardner here. Oh, I sent 0.2 BTC. I got it back right away. This is awesome. Thank you so much, JC, for this opportunity, blah, blah, blah. This is a big scam. It's all automated within seconds. This is all done. There's all of these replies. And of course, something went wrong. And of course, it's a scam. So if you see this on Facebook, also these types of, again, there's schemes, there's scams, please don't get involved in that. Just know that it's not me. And best I can here to try to delete these guys, they always come back. So due diligence to you guys. Yeah, Radio. Wow. Yeah, I know that's awful. And I know that some people who are new to this community and to this channel did get caught already in the last year. And this is why I keep trying to do these imposter videos to warn you guys. And so I'd like to ask you guys and marshal all of you members who are, have the experience there and you can point those out, help other people who are new in the community, whether that's in the live chat section of YouTube or underneath the videos or wherever you follow me on Twitter, on Facebook. Let people know that when you see these stuff come up, it's not me, it's not Janine, it's not Joe. We're not into this at all. And so anyways, that's the best I can do and try to continue deleting them as I go. But this, again, it seems like bots. It's all automated and it's all very quick, like faster than a human can type in. So it's really interesting to watch. But my heart goes out to you if you got caught in all of this. Anyways, this is why I'm doing these videos. So yeah, report the imposters when you see them, please do. That brings up also to the fake Tarot by Janine accounts on YouTube. People are ripping her videos from her TBJ account. They're ripping videos from our pay-per-view. They're putting that on YouTube. When you're watching Janine or myself on video and it's not from our channel, you know right away it's not us. It's not our channel. And what's funny is we got demoted here, demonetized, and deplatformed, myself twice, and Janine now also twice with 2 of her channels. And so we're not allowed to say what we have to say and to share this with the community. But imposters on YouTube are allowed to do that, and they're fully monetized. Okay. Enough said, right? That's just weird. So please don't encourage those guys, or at least please report them and try as best you can to not fall for those traps here too. And I think that in a lot of those videos that people are stealing from either Janine or myself, they also put those crypto scams below those videos. That's the whole point of all that. These guys are trying to get to you to have you embark on some of these Ponzi's or these scams. So be careful. If you're watching us and it's not my channel, it's not Janine's channel, um, if you can and you have the time, please go ahead and report them. But if not, at least put a comment in the live in the comment sections below, so people can see that this is in fact pirated material. I guess together as a community, we can maybe make a dent, because so far the YouTube algorithms are not. They're letting this slide, and not sure why, but that's just the nature of everything that's going on. Saturn 2012 noon. You're incredible, JC. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. You know, I have to say this. I'll get to my thank yous a little bit later, but let me just finish on the imposters. Crypto scams. Okay. Crypto exchanges. So let me bring up Zero Hedge. Scroll back up here. So these guys here, the FTX thing, it's just another example of why Joe and I, in the crypto crash course that you can find on Beyond Mystic, we always say, and not just in the course, but here on our YouTube videos, don't ever, ever, ever leave your coins on the exchanges. Use the exchange to get what you need, and then take that out, put your cryptos in your own possession, in your own wallets, be those cold wallets, hot wallets, but just do not leave them on the exchange. Here's the example now, another really big example as to why that is so important. So I wanted to just say that again here for you guys today. Don't trust these exchanges. Coinbase might just be behind this one. Binance could be right behind this one. There's a lot happening with Tether right now behind the scene, and I'm going to have Joe, I believe, on Friday night on this show here. We're going to get into that FTX a little bit here. And even this show, we might have to put it on Rumble only. Because of the investigation and who all of this is pointing to, we might have trouble doing this show here on YouTube. So bear with me in the next couple of days here as we decide how we're going to address that content. But nevertheless, big lesson again for everyone. If you're new to all of this, don't leave your money on the exchange. What was happening also with, what did I just see? Jay Leno seriously burned in a car. Huh. I like Jay Leno's garage. I love cars. Anyways, I just saw that. Okay, I hope he's okay. JP Morgan, a shocking defense of crypto from JP Morgan's. The FTX collapse will be a massive ramp for institutional adoption. What they're leading to here, or alluding to here, is the fact that because this went down, there's going to be a renewed uproar from people who lost their money to have more regulation. And the more regulation, of course, will bring in the CBDCs and the centralized versions of cryptocurrency, which we don't want, but of course, JP Morgan wants. So this is the fight that we're in now in crypto world between the centralized and the decentralized. We've been talking about this for years now on the channel, but we're here now, and it's heating up very quickly. So if you're new to this, pay attention to the community here. If you've been here for a while, share that knowledge with everybody, that this is very important for us to keep our eye on the ball here. I know we're all distracted by what's happening here. It is a distraction. There is something, there's okay. There's a reason to be talking about this, but at the same time, it's a big distraction with everything else that's going on in the background. And we have to step back always to look at the bigger picture. And if you want to hear more on that, just check the last Wacky Woo episode. I got into that a little bit with Richard, Woo Woo Dude, and Joe, and we kind of explained what we meant by all of that. And we also talked about that in this show, the election coverage show, during the section with Jay Widener. It was a fascinating conversation during the election and why things are happening the way they're happening now, as it pertains from the point of view of the powers that be. Let's just put it that way here for YouTube. So anyways, if you haven't seen this election coverage show, go check it out. There's a lot there for you. Okay, let me go back to the live chat section here. JC, I've always admired your professional. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that. You guys are amazing. Yeah, so let me maybe finish on that. I'll see if I can get some questions from you here, guys. But I just want to say a big thank you, because this whole endeavor of Beyond Mystic being deleted, having Patreon taken away, learning and having to start at zero all the time, it's really changed me to a core level for the positive. And I've come to appreciate more the fact that I, as an individual, cannot do everything myself, that I need a community, and that together we're stronger. And you guys on the Beyond Mystic audience have really taught me that, and you've really supported me every step of the way. All of those hardships, you're always there behind me. Rah, 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 go, JC. We'll follow you where you go. Don't worry, we got your back. Like, I got thousands of emails like that over the last couple of years being on the show. And uh, I'm coming to the understanding how, like, it's always impacted in me. It always brought me to tears. It always supported me to, get back up on that horse as I got shot down a couple of times. But it's bigger than that. Now I'm getting to that realization of how this community is so important. And the fact that we're still here holding that frequency is showing me that moving into this new phase, because we're moving into the new phase. I spent the last 2 years talking about what was going to happen, and now we're in that phase where it's happening. And us together are going to be working on the other side of that hump in creating the new, and maybe picking up the broken pieces and creating the new earth that we want for ourselves and for our children. And that's where I'm so grateful to have you guys still with me, and working together and supporting each other and helping each other out, even though we don't always agree. That's okay. Like, we're just trying to figure this stuff out. I just love the fact that this community is still very strong, and we're holding together, and that we're walking towards that hump here, the big ugly, as Cliff High talks about it. But we're walking towards it together, with the understanding that no matter what happens, we're pressing forward, and we have a goal in mind, and that's the other side of that hump. And for that, and being part of that, and having the privilege to be part of that with you guys, is really, really near and dear to my heart. So a big thank you again to all of you, whether it's here on YouTube, on Rumble, on the Insider Access Pass. You guys are just absolutely amazing. I get this a lot, Jenny. I really appreciate that. This is probably the most recurring theme of emails I get from people who just, decide to reach out and express their gratitude, I guess, for the community and for what I'm trying to build here, and I really appreciate that. I really do. So a big thank you to all of you. Walking together no matter what. Yes, absolutely. I love you, JC. Love the whole gang. Thank you, Susan, Kyle. Appreciate that. I know it's scrolling really fast, guys. I was hoping to pick up some questions for you guys. Have you been? Hold on. I appreciate all you do. Thank you. You are near and dear to our hearts too. Thank you so much. You make me cry, JC. I didn't mean to make you cry. You guys are gonna make me cry. But okay. So the reason I'm a little bit emotional, of course, my friend is emotional, Janine, and she's going through a tough time. She already went through a tough time early in the year, as you guys remember. So did Julie a little while back, and myself included in my family right now. There's been some issues, and I've had to drop uh, the schedule here to react to things that are happening to me personally and my family too. And so this is what I mean about the community being here when we come back, and being here to support us when we have to go deal with personal stuff. Because as much as we would love to be here every day, and we are doing the work every day to stay up to date and relevant for you guys, and try to bring the information you guys want to know together for you, we also have personal lives to deal with. And we're also hitting those roadblocks with the people around us, like I said, who perhaps didn't make the right choices for the last 2 years. So there's a culminoric effect to all of that, and it's becoming increasingly, I guess, difficult to manage. And again, just knowing that you guys are there and that you're there behind us, I'll say makes it easier. It doesn't make it easy because, as you know, if you're already in this process in your family and with your loved ones, nothing will make that easy. There is a lot of difficulties there, and a lot of emotions that we all have to go through, both personally and collectively. So a big thank you to all of you guys. No need to apologize. Cassandra, I appreciate that. Merci beaucoup. Charlotte Miller, love the hearts. Thank you. Um, thank you for the love. I love you guys. And I think that's it. Let me ask you one last time. If you have questions, put them in high caps, and I'll try to scan the chat one last time. JC, any plans for astrology course in English? Yes. The answer to that is yes, absolutely. Right now, actually, let me give you an update on this as best I can. So, the last course we just put up on the Academy, which is doing phenomenally well, is the Past Life course with Sophie. If you guys haven't checked that out, I recommend you do. The idea of going back and visiting perhaps 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want here of your past lives and understanding how you can bridge some of those learnings from past lives to bring it into this particular life and incarnation is really really cool the way she's prepared this course together for you. So there's a positive side of that in sense of being a stronger better human now by bridging from your past lives all of your success stories into this one. But there's also another aspect of that, which is understanding why you have blocks in this life that have to do with blocks in past lives. And so if you can go back there and understand that, your ability to recognize and to put your finger on some of those blocks are the first stepping stones to removing those blocks in this particular incarnation. That also, of course, makes you a better human or closer to that road to self-mastery, which we're all on. This is the whole theme behind the Beyond Mystic Academy. So if you haven't checked out the past life course, really recommend you give it a try. Really, really cool. The reboot challenge is coming up with Aline. I believe I spoke about that a little while back. So moving away from the trauma and some of the fear that was created from the last 2 years and stepping into your new self. So that's going to be a really cool course coming up here also on the Academy. Sylvie is also coming up with, oh my God, I don't have the words to describe it. I'll have to come back and do a special show to describe that. But Sylvie's absolutely amazing. I've talked about her on the previous shows before, but I'm really excited. I know she's about maybe halfway or three quarters of the way done with her next course, and so that's going to be really really cool. In terms of the astrology, yes, and we're also looking for another astrologer to join the team. One of the big things right now, if you go to Maison Jupiter, you'll see that Sophie is still giving, of course, her consultations. But we would also like to have somebody here give astrology consultations for you guys. We keep getting email requests for that. And so we're going to put it up on probably on my website. I'm not sure where we're going to put it up yet. A type of application form where if you're an astrologer, you're already settled and you're already doing consultations for people, you can basically apply to join the team here and in an environment where we're all part of this same community here. So everybody asks Julie to give astrology one-on-ones, and of course she doesn't have time to do one-on-one tarot or astrology readings for you guys. So finding another astrologer here to join the team will be very, very helpful for us here in the future. So there's going to be the courses, yes, but there's also going to be the ability for you to not just get that birth chart, but to start talking one-on-one with somebody to get more details of how that works and how that affects your life and how you can use those alignments in your birth chart. See if we can bring up the what this looks like. But this is mine. This is mine. I have it printed out. This is I don't know, 30 pages or so. I think mine was a little bit different, but the 20 pages report of how my particular chart affects me in this particular incarnation. And so I have the luxury of speaking to Julie on a regular basis, and she helps me out understand it a lot. But I know a lot of you audience members would like to have that same opportunity. So we're going to be putting that together also very soon. So Ginny says, awesome. I've been into galactic astrology lately. Oh, very cool. That's interesting. Feng Shui is also coming up. I believe the launch for that is in a couple of weeks here. So Elena is going to be offering you guys a course on Feng Shui. So how to improve your house, the energies in your house, and how that translates also to your personal life. So that's going to be a really, really cool show here. And there's way more things coming up in the spring also, and this is where we're spending a lot of our time, and Julie's spending a lot of her time in the background making sure that all of that looks and works absolutely phenomenally well here on the Academy. So big thank you to Julie for all the work she does in the background over there, and that also explains why she's not doing those one-on-one astrology readings. We just wouldn't have time to do that and to also create all of this amazing content for you guys. When will you have Cliff back on? We might. I don't know. I was trying to have him on the other day for. Do I have the poster for that? Let me see if I can find the poster. I don't see the poster now. I was trying to. Oh yes. Hold on a second here. I'll show you what I had worked on earlier. Where's Bix? Bix. So I was working on this. We wanted to do. I've done a few of these Beyond Altas with Cliff before, and we wanted to get Joe and Bix back together as the three amigos. This was just after the election stuff on election night. I almost had Cliff on. I think it didn't work for timing, and then this one didn't work. But I know that Cliff just went on Bix Weir. I think it was earlier today. I'm not sure if that's available to the public at large. Let me go see. I think so. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring this up. You guys might be interested in this here too. They get into this whole FTX problem. Cliff is back. Help for Humanity. So go check out this video. If you haven't already seen it, you can find it at roadtoruda.com. So let me bring that link down for you guys as well, so you can go see this video. And yeah, and in the meantime, I'll see if I can get Cliff back on. It's not going to be on YouTube. It's hard for Cliff to be on YouTube. He wants to use the words and say the things as they are, and of course, because of censorship, that's just it's just not possible. So we're probably, if we do another episode with Cliff, it's probably going to be here on our Rumble. So another reason to go and subscribe here on the Rumble channel. Let me see if I can bring that link back down for you guys here as well. Okay. What's Cliff's Ramble address? I don't think he has a Ramble, but he has a BitChute channel. Let me see if I can bring that up. BitChute, Cliff High. So it's BitChute /Cliff_High. Oh, I haven't seen this one. So this one's new here. 1111. Man, I didn't see that one. Macron's the Stooge. I saw that. And I also saw Shadowland. If you haven't seen these two episodes, Shadowland, go check it out. He really gets into this period of time that we're about to face now and how you can plan for all of the uncertainties that come in the Shadowland aspect. So the fog of Wu, or the fog of war, is very thick here. And there are things you can do to prepare yourself for the unknowns in this particular portion of the path that is before us. So if you haven't seen these two videos, I recommend you go check it out. And of course, go check out the last one here with Bix Weir. I think this is going to be a little bit more about the crash, the election, of course, the financial system, and where cryptos are going to go with all of this, because there's a lot of new weird stuff coming out of through this FTX fraud here that might be perturbing the crypto market for a lot longer than we might expect. So it's important to be able to navigate that here also altogether. And yes, Kim says Cliff has a Substack. I don't have that, but if you just go to Google and you type in Substack Cliff High, it'll bring you right to that page as well. Okay, bookmark your channel on Rumble. Thank you, Bella. Appreciate that. JC, we don't get the notifications from Rumble. Does Rumble send notifications out? I don't know. I don't know how that works. The best you can do is on my Twitter. Twitter. I'll just bring that up here for you guys. Well, who was that? Is that Jenny Moonstone? Where'd that come out? I don't know. Maybe that was her last post. Yeah, Jenny Moonstone. What's this? Did you know Jenny Moonstone was a wrestler? Go check her out on YouTube. Where was I? Go back to my channel here. Hold on. So in terms of the notifications, I always post before I go live. And so Twitter is the best way. So if you're following me on Twitter, you'll find that I usually post the day before the show and sometimes 30 minutes before the show again, knowing full well that both YouTube and now apparently also Rumble does not always send out the notifications of my live stream. So check that out. That's at Beyond_Mystic is my Twitter handle. Let me bring that down for you guys as well. And I guess I should bring up my Telegram. Are you on Telegram? There you go. You must be telepathic. And where can I find that? How do I bring the link of that here on this slide deck? See if I can do this. Share. How do I go? Edit? No. Okay, I'm in my Telegram now. It's Beyond Mystic Official is my handle, but I'm trying to find forward more. See if I can do. No, that wants to forward it inside. How do I do this? Do you guys, one of the moderators in the chat right now, do you know how to bring up my Telegram account? Let me see. Is it t.me.me? If I do that, hold on. I'm going to do this live with you guys. T.me. Janine. Where's mine? Beyond Mystic. Beyond Mystic. I should know this. There you go. No, that's the wrong one. You see? I don't want to. Oh, wait. Somebody says at Beyond_Mystic? Yeah, and there's quite a few of these Beyond Mystics. Okay, so that's the right one. Beyond Mystic Official. There you go. Thank you, whoever just gave that to me in the live chat. So let me bring that back down in the live chat for you guys also. Okay, there you go. Perfect. And I believe, hold on a second here. I'm getting a few messages. Pay-per-view tomorrow looks good. Okay, so let's go back to the channel updates. Tomorrow night on our pay-per-view on BeyondMystic.net here, we're going to have another Tarot by Janine show. So that's confirmed. Look for this poster. I'll put this poster on Twitter tomorrow, and I'll bring it up here on pay-per-view. And of course, it's also going to be on the Insider Access Pass gallery. We're gonna decode the day's announcement from Mr. T, Mr. Bush, and Mr. Obama. That's going to be one hell of a show. And we're going to also look into this, this FTX crypto exchange and all of the shenanigans that are part of that. So, okay, so that's good. So I've got part of a schedule back up and running here. I'm excited to get back to all of this work for you guys. Okay, thank you, JC. Thank you, everyone. What are we in? Okay, so I'm already 45 minutes in. Can anyone fix payment system on Janine's site? I was paying monthly and wanted to pay annually, but can't as a member. Okay. Tarot by Janine, Linda, this is how you do it. Go to Tarot by Janine, go at the bottom of the page, help, have an issue, type that in here. Elena will fix that for you. Okay. Now, there is also a procedure on how to do that. If you go to the help page, change my monthly payment method. I believe we have one from the unsubscribe. Where's the one for the annual? Yeah. Will there be an annual subscription option? If you look at here, we also have details on how to do that. And if you're having trouble doing that yourself, just fill out the contact form and Elena will help you with that. And now keep in mind, this queue is a little bit behind here also because of the PayPal stuff. So it might take a day or two for Elena to get to you, but Linda, she'll definitely make that work for you. Okay. And let's go back here. I think that's it for today. My condolences. Yes, thank you, JC. Thank you for the update. Merci. Let me put it this way. Channel updates. Is there anything you want me to know? So we're 43 minutes in. If there's anything, so I've given you the updates on my side of things. What do you need me to know? If there's one thing you say, JC, I've always wanted to tell you this. Tell me now. Put it in the live chat. I'm going to spend time reading this later tonight. And of course, if you're watching this on replay, also let me know what you want to share with me. Put it in the comments below here. And I'm going to spend some time in the comment section tonight also reading your comments. I really want to hear from you guys. Again, I know tough times for each and every one of us, and I really appreciate all of you guys being here and supporting each other and supporting the community. Pat, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Sending love. Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of that. Have Loretta back on? Yes, absolutely. I miss Loretta. Loretta's busy, but yeah, I like Loretta. She's been on the show since the beginning of Beyond Mystic. So yes, Allison, I'll send her an email. We'll try to put something back up for you guys. All right, I'm Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic, guys. I love you. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your friends and your loved ones, and we'll see you soon. Au revoir.